May you find happiness and peace, and may your home stand the test of time.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mary. Today I'll be reacting to Challenge Debate Marxist college students. There's a full video clip, so without further ado, let's get started.
Hello.
Hi.
Mr. Kirk. I am welcoming Booze as saying I am a Marxist, I'm very left-leaning, but I'm here to find some common ground with you. Your critiques of the monopolistic tendencies of multinational corporations align very closely with my beliefs as viewing the world through a class lens as being the major axis of inequality in this country.
Yep.
My question is, as a member, a leader of a conservative organization that really condemns large government, how do you address this ever-growing power and these monopolistic tendencies without using the federal government and big government? I just would love
That's
to know
a
how you
good-spirited
propose
question. You have read your Marx. Good for you, because some people say they're Marxists and they haven't. So look, I think the Marxists are wrong on a lot. We could talk about that in a second. But the Marxists, their fascination with class is not wrong. And there is a place where class warfare is legitimate and ugly and cruel, and that powerful people are trying to stomp on people that don't have as much as they have. Do I think it's as plain and simple as Marx and Engels put out? No, obviously, that's not my position. But I do think that a bipartisan diagnosis of kind of class issues is something that's very interesting. I'd be curious to get your thoughts as a Marxist of why we talk about race all the time, because that will tell me what kind of Marxist you are, but not right now. So to answer your question, the answer needs to be to try to pursue market-based solutions. Not be afraid to use the government to break up big monopolies like Google. Not be afraid to use antitrust authority. However, understand that sometimes more regulation can actually be a boon and a gift to those mega corporations. For example, when Facebook goes and they says, hey, we want more regulation for data privacy. No, they don't. They want regulation that only they can afford, so the next social media company like Rumble is not able to pay the same that they're able to pay for that sort of data hosting, lawyer fees, and all that sort of stuff. So look, I think we can both agree, though, crony capitalism or cronyism is awful and wrong, and that entrepreneurial, bottom-up focused solutions is a beautiful thing. Where we will disagree, though, is that if you are a Marxist, and you seem too sweet to be a Marxist, so I'll put that aside, but do you believe by definition that the entrepreneurial activity will result in exploitation and will result in the concentration of one person benefiting from the other? This is where I disagree. I think a portion of American economic activity, yes, is big companies exploiting or lying to people. But the vast majority of economic activity happening in America is beautiful. It's voluntary exchange of both parties benefiting. It's the local small business serving a meal to somebody in Santa Barbara. It's a local hotel that is able to have somebody with a great experience. It's somebody that starts a taxi cab company to be able to provide for their family. So I think that we bash markets way too over generally, and I would love your thoughts on that. Do you agree that most economic activity in America is probably done voluntarily and is actually beneficial?
Not anymore. I think because so much industry has gone overseas with certain trade agreements,
you're speaking my language.
It's usually like very large corporations that dominate employment in America, so I don't think small businesses are doing very well, especially after the pandemic.
No, that's true. I don't think they're doing well, but I think still the volume of economic activity is largely not rooted in exploitation right now in America. What do you think about that?
I agree to disagree.
Okay, got it. So think about that, because I do think that exploitation happens, but largely I think that there still is this amazing foundation of goodness in our markets, of most people that are not trying to game somebody but instead offer a service, and most people that are willing to trade their value, their time for that other service. And I don't want to lose that. And the Marxists, in its most pure sense, at the eradication of private property, we would lose that. So let me just ask, can we agree on one thing as we close this question out? Break up Google, yes?
Definitely.
All right, we got an agreement. Thanks for being here.
Anyway, I don't want them to break up Google, but this is the response in it, because sometimes when you give this big company the opportunity to run their things, they make things difficult for those startup companies because they've been there for long. So they have how to, frustrate you, the startup company till you fold up. And sometimes it works both ways. Like he said, give the coffee seller out there the opportunity to sell their coffee. And by doing that, they're also helping another person. You see, that is division of labor now. Everyone is trying to contribute in their own way. Well, the thing is, making government break down these big companies have both negative and positive impacts, because when they break them down into smaller parts, they might not be as strong as they were before, because now I know competition will be there and everyone will like bring down their price down. Like when it comes to, let's say, the company are into buying and selling, they will bring down their price down, but you discover the quality of what they produce is going to drop simply because they want to meet up with competition. But when they are the only one doing it, they give you the best quality. I don't mind the amount of money they charge, but they give you the best, because they know that yes, they're the only one there, so there's no competition, so they give you what they feel as the best quality for you. And that is what I've noticed so far. You see, but when competition starts coming in, now everyone is trying to maximize profit. So we, the consumer, or we are always at the losing end. And I love this so much. I love the fact that Charlie and this lady, they were able to, at least communicate, like have this dialogue, and it was a mutual dialogue. Like everyone was there to they were smiling in the process. And I think this is my first time seeing, Charlie answering question, and he's a bit cool. Like he's not in any way like shouting for you, or like trying to force his view on you, or try to make you see the reason why he made a statement. But I just saw two matured people having a dialogue, and it's just beautiful. Anyway, that's a beautiful one. I really enjoyed it, and I want to see more videos like this. If you have any recommendation, let me know in the comment section. If it is your first time visiting the channel, click on the subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and remember this.